This thing is smoking. G'day guys, and welcome to another Sammy Hitzke fishing adventure. Well, if you can't tell already, I'm out having a sneaky little troll. I'm hoping to get connected to my first black marlin of the summer. That's right, I'm going to be pulling a spread of skirts all day and hopefully cross paths with one. Now, if you're going to be trolling for marlin, it opens up the possibility to all the cool bycatch like wahoo, dolphin fish, mackerel, maybe even a tuna. So with a bit of luck, we'll hook on to one or two of those as well. We've got the whole day ahead of us, so thank you very much for tuning in. Let's get stuck into the fishing, and hopefully one of these reels screams really soon. Righto guys, now I'm going to be running a spread of fat boy lures. Now these guys come in all shapes and sizes, and you can buy them rigged or unrigged. Now what I like about them is if you do choose to buy them rigged, they are literally ready to clip onto your trace and rock and roll. Just don't forget to take this little hook protector off. But they come with really good quality components. They're stiff rigged, so they've got a bit of wire, really nice sharp hooks. They got good trace material. They are literally ready to rock and roll. I know some of the other skirts you can get out there, you buy them and then you got to re-rig them anyway because the hooks just aren't suited to what you're trying to chase. But for light tackle game fishing, these guys are ready to rock and roll. I'm going to go the larger ones nice and close on the short corners, and then the smaller ones are going to get them way out the back. Just got the sun coming up behind me there, so in a bit of a rush to get these swimming. The water looks really nice. I'm hoping might get a little dawn bite. I'm going to be fishing solo, but I'm going to be running a spread of 4 lures. Bit of stress in the life. If you get a hook up, it's alright. You'll probably notice that I've got both natural and very bright skirts here. Literally just to give them a smorgasbord. If they don't want one, hopefully they'll take the other. Long one's out first. This one's going way out the back. I'm going to call this the shotgun position. I like the look of this one. Called Blue Pilly. Alright. Spread's out guys. Time to move to cruising altitude. Just had the first hit of the day. Something grabbed onto the small lure for a quick second. Didn't stick, unfortunately. Bugger. Well, here's a little update. Just the one hit so far, and it was only a half-assed hit. Water looks beautiful in blue. There was a bit of bait around earlier this morning, but I didn't manage to pull anything off it. So just going to cover some ground now. Let the lures do their thing, and hopefully they'll raise something up for another look. Going to head out a bit wider now, out to a bit deeper water. Love to see a big bull dolly make an appearance. Double hook up, big dolly and a black. Actually make it a triple, we'll have a wahoo in there as well. Really get the stress levels through the roof. But the spread's looking good. Just need to run over a fish now. Woo! Yes! We're on here guys, we are on. Just got the boat cruising along nice and slowly, just keep tension with it. We're not in too much danger of losing much line, I know. Oh, he's going. You just don't want any slack line. All right, Woo! Here we go. Got a bit of line to make up here, guys. Now I didn't see it jump, but I did see some thrashing around. So that makes me think it could be a little marlin. Could also be a dolly, something like that. Either way, it's good to have a fish on. Making good ground on him, he's not that far away, I don't think. Hasn't done much after the initial run, maybe might be a dolly. Blacks usually go a bit harder than this, but might also be a small one. We're about to find out. Yeah, it's a little black. Little marlin. How awesome is that? There he goes, he's having a run now. Oh, he's not impressed. Oh, yeah, a little jump. There he is. Phew. Couple of little jumps. And that's why you just gotta love chasing marlin. Those jumps. Yeah. Oh, he's going nuts. He's going absolutely nuts. Oh, oh. This was the Lumo one, the one that looks like a dolphin fish. In the long corner position. Just smoking away nicely. And our mate Mr. Black has seen that and gone, I'll have a little piece, I think. Oh, he's coming towards me. Look at that. Woo! Oh, oh. Are we gonna have to do a loop of the boat here? That was a full-on boat charge there, and that was awesome. Probably now a good time to touch on the safety element of this. These guys do have a big spear on the top of their head, so exercise caution if you are fishing by yourself like I am. I'm going to tie this guy right out so he doesn't spear me at the boat, and just going to keep my wits about me. He might be coming up again here. He might be giving us a little jump, is he? Come on, mate, what do you look like? Yes! Oh, that's so good. Look at him, greyhounding. Oh, you can see that Lumo lure there in the water. And it's no wonder that they pick it. They'll be able to see it a mile away. You'll notice I'm changing gloves here. Just getting ready for a bill grab. I don't think he'll be too far away. He seems to be a little bit more subdued. There he is. Little black, just got to be, watch the jumps, or watch the jumps. Keep his head down. That might put the boat in gear. And he's ours. Well, how cool is that? Easy there, fella. Easy there. Easy. Well, guys, there you go. That is a beautiful little black marlin. He'd be probably 20, 25 kilos maybe. That's a beautiful little summer black marlin. There you go. Pre-rigged. I'll just get my D-hooker. There we go. Hook's out. Solo black marlin and my first black of the season. It's a beautiful little fish too. Good aerial display. And look, I'm pretty chuffed about that. It was a slow morning. Really nice to get this guy on the board. Look at him. Beautiful flanks. I've got that boat in gear so I can keep the oxygen running through his gills. And he's just tailing along nicely beside us. This is why I love summer. Have a go at that. What a little cutie. So if you do need to get your camera out already, have a bill rope ready. That way you can just let him in the water. But this guy, he's ready to go back. Alrighto, mate. Thank you for that. Woo! We got one. Oh, pressure's off now. It's 8:30. We've got our first fish to the boat. Now we've got the whole day to upgrade or get some tasty bycatch. Yes! I love it when you can tick a fish off early. That was a great little fish. Stoked. That was awesome. Yes! Spread is back out. I'm just going to turn around and do a pass back through where I did that other hook up. Might be a couple of fish there, who knows. Might be a bit of bait that I didn't see. But it's definitely worth going back and having a little sticky beak. Spread's looking good. Geez, the weather's unreal. Have a go at it. This is summer. Summer trolling. Doesn't get any better than this. Oh, oh, dolly, 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 dolly. Dolly's in the spread. Yes, yes, no. Come on, eat it again. Eat it. Oh, come on, eat one of the... Oh, big dolly come flying into the spread. Jumped. Had to go at that one. Missed it. Oh. You're kidding. Now I'd love for this to not be a mac tuna and to be a little yellowfin, a little jelly bean yellowfin, but I am not hopeful. You want it to be something better than that. This guy can go back. Good hook up. See you, mate. Old sea foam. Got a nibble. Yes! Yes! Oh, you're kidding. Oh, you're kidding. Well, sometimes you just can't win. Clean snipped. I'd say that was a mackerel or a wahoo. The way it took off, it wasn't hanging around. But yeah. Bugger! Bugger, bugger, bugger. That sucks. That took off too. Ah! Yes! Yes, please stay on. Alright. Oh. Righto. This thing is smoking. Alright. Welcome back, guys. I don't know, of course my head camera goes dead. It always does. Wouldn't be a video without my head camera going dead at a crucial time. But this fish, I think must have a bit of size to it, because it's absolutely screamed off on the hit there. I saw him jump a few times, got massively aerial, so pretty keen to get a look at it in person up close. It looked to be a nice one. Regardless though, we've worked hard for it. This fish has been a long time coming. We've missed some opportunities. Finally we're up tight. I'll just hope these hooks stay in, everything goes our way, and we'll get to have a look at this guy. All right, mid-fight lens clean. Right, we're in business. We're in business. Right, let's get this guy. We're starting to win now. That fish has to be tired after the runs it was taking, but as you saw before, they do kick up a bit of a stink near the boat. Oh, there he is there. Yeah, it's a nice fish. Eating the lumo. Hey, he's just taken off across the surface. Come back, mister. Oh, there he goes. Yeah, it's a better fish. Definitely a better fish than that first one. Now I'm feeling a bit better. We've got gloves on. We've seen it. It's a nice fish. Now let's land him. I'd love to land him. 2 black marlin solo in a day. That's a pretty good day. And a little side change. Alright, we're just leading him with the boat. The boat's in gear now, and he's just kind of sitting with us. So this is when you can plane them up and get a grab on them. If you're stationary, they keep trying to swim, and they tend to play up a lot more. But if you can keep them moving, but slowly bring them higher and higher in the water column, you'll eventually get a shot probably earlier than you would. Here we go. And I got him. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, easy there, fella. Easy there, fella. Gonna give him the lasso treatment so I can get some gear. All right. What a beautiful fish. Let's get that hook out. That's the most important thing. Make sure he releases well. There you go, hook out. Plumo. Yeah, boys. And have a go at that. That's probably a bit more solid than the last one, I'd say. That's getting up around that 30, 35 kilo. He's a lot thicker in the body than the one we got this morning. Look at the colours on him as well. He's a beautiful fish. Really nice condition. And didn't he absolutely go like the clappers? What a absolute awesome fish to finish the day on. I didn't think we were going to get a second. Well, we got plenty of chances. I didn't think we were going to get that second fish, but this guy has absolutely capped off my day. What a little legend. Oh, black marlin, how good are they? He's made my afternoon. I reckon we can make his by letting him go. Oh, see you, mate. And a little boat clobbering for his efforts, or for my efforts. Oh, we did it. We did it. 2 black marlin solo in a day, as well as plenty of missed opportunities. The MVP, the Lumo Viper. It's absolutely caned it today. Absolutely caned it. Anyways, we're gonna have a full tackle talk back at home. I'll go through all my trolling gear, the lures, all the stuff you need to know. It's been a big day out here for me. I'm pretty keen to head back in and grab a bit of a feed. The big fella's hungry. But look, that was a persistence fish, guys. How often do you go, oh geez, I'm pretty keen to just call it and just get out of here? Well, just hang in there, you'll eventually get your shot. Okay guys, let's talk trolling. Now there is a little bit of setting up required to get yourself ready for game fishing, but once you have all the gear and have it set up correctly, you'll be able to use that same tackle season after season after season. So it's worth doing right the first time. Now let's start with our trolling outfits first. I like to run 4 outfits in 2 different configurations. The first is this one here. This is a Tiranos 16. It's spooled with 50-pound braid and there's about 50 to 60 meters of 24 kilo mono top shot. From there, I've got a 100-pound wind-on leaders that's about 4 meters long, and I'll run that down to a 100-pound rolling ball bearing snap clip. Now the rod is a 6'6", it's 40 to 100 pound, and I chose this rod purely for the extra length. As you'll see with my boat, I like to run my longer rods on the outside to give them more spread and more height, and my short rods down the middle, so the outside rods, the line can pass over when I'm doing turns. This outfit here has caught marlin up to about 80 to 90 kilos. It's caught big Spanish mackerel, wahoo. It'll pretty well have you sorted for any sort of pelagic trolling you want to do. It's a really versatile outfit, one of my favourites to troll with. It's got an absolute stack of line because I've spooled it with braid and then the mono top shot. It's probably got about 600 or 700 metres of line total in there. So plenty of line if you do hook a big sea monster, and plenty of strength in it if you really do need to give it some hurt and get it up from the depths. The second outfit is this one here. This is a Tiranos 12, so a little bit smaller. Same 50-pound braid. It's got 24 kilo mono. I run a different colour for my inside rods though. My 2 inside ones I run orange. My 2 outside ones I run green. And that's just so I can pick them in the spread and know where those lines are sitting while I'm trolling. Now this rod here is a 10 to 15 kilo 6-foot trolling rod. It's just that little bit shorter, so it allows those outside rods to pass over the top. Again, probably not as much line as the 16s, but still plenty, and I've never been spooled. And these have caught plenty of big fish as well. Now another essential bit of kit that I use is these guys here. These are adjustable rod riggers. Now these fit into your existing rod holders and allow you to pick any position for your rod to sit and also angle to the water. And it also gives you a bit more height out of the rod holder and allows you to spread those lines out a little bit more. Great bit of kit, really, really good for trail boats without outriggers. And now for my favourite part, picking lures. Now you would have seen today I ran a full spread of Fat Boy lures, and I really like the Fat Boys because they come in a huge array of different styles. They've got heaps of different colours, heaps of different sizes, and if you're a little short on time, you can buy them pre-rigged like I did, and they're ready to rock and roll straight off the shelf. Now, in my opinion, you really do need to have a range of everything when you're going out for a troll. You really do never know what those fish are going to be tuned into on the day. It literally is a lucky dip. As you would have seen today, I ran pretty well a whole rainbow of different colours, and I had lures from all sizes in the spread. I pretty well gave those fish a buffet to choose from. But as a general rule, this is how I would set my spread. Closest to the boat, you'd want to run something like this 8-inch Rogue. Now it's got a big cup face there. It sends out a lot of spray, leaves a massive bubble trail, and really causes a lot of commotion. So it draws those fish up from the depths and they can find it in the prop wash. I also like the dark overskirts with the bright underskirt. Gives it a bit of silhouette in your prop wash in that foamy water and allows the fish to find it. Now for the next lure in your spread, and one that you're going to run a little bit further back than your first lure, I'd be opting for another 8-inch. Either a Viper, a C4 tube, or a Devil. Now, the Viper is what we had all our success on in this position today. The Lumo colour really did a number on the marlin. They picked it out of the spread. Both fish we landed came on that lure. But what you look for in that position is a lure that still makes a lot of commotion. It's in a little bit cleaner water, but you want a nice big bubble trail, nice bit of splash, big presence in the water, and really draw those fish in. And now we move on to what we call the rigger positions. Now, these lures are going to be the furthest away from the boat. So on that third rod, I'd be running something from the 6-inch range. Now, a little Rogue or a little Viper would be absolutely perfect. I like to pick a nice natural colour, something to represent the bait that you think is running at the time. So I thought that looked like a little flying fish, maybe a little pilchard, something that's really natural and is just the perfect size, little tasty morsel. Now we do this because any fish that's come into the spread and seen those two big aggressive lures in close and hasn't eaten them, the next lure they're going to see is one of these guys. So I like to give them something smaller and more natural in appearance, and hopefully they change their mind and eat that. Righto guys, we move on to our fourth and final lure. Now this is the last line of defense. This is the last chance you'll get to get a bite out of a fish before he drops out of your spread and is gone forever. Now, I like to run these lures way back. I'm talking 20 or 30 meters past your third lure. I want them in nice open water, completely by himself, away from boat noise, just mooching along. Now the reason I go the 5-inch is because they've already said no to an 8-inch, they've already said no to a 6-inch, so you want to give them something small, something snack size, a little jelly bean, and hopefully that will change their mind. Now, there's two trains of thought here for colours. You can either go super bright like hot pink or Lumo, or super natural, something really silvery, something really baitfish profile-esque, something like a little flying fish imitation. Personally, I've always been a big fan of the hot pink. This is usually my go-to out the back, and as you would have seen, this guy got the first nibble, so did work, was just unlucky not to keep the hooks in him. Guys, at the end of the day, there's no hard and fast rule as to what lures you have to run where. What I've just described to you there is what's worked for me in the past, but I encourage you guys to do some trial and error, see what works best for you, chop and change colours, lures, all that sort of stuff, and just see what works from your vessel. You'll quickly find your favourite lures in favourite positions, and you'll have your go-to spread sorted out in no time. Guys, the last thing we'll cover is trolling speed. I like to sit between 14 and 18 k's per hour, depending on the conditions. If you've got a glamour day like I had today, I like to really get a wriggle on, cover some ground and sit up towards that 18k per hour mark. If it's quite rough, I'll sit more towards that 14 k's per hour range. Pretty well, just pick a nice comfortable cruising speed within that range to suit your conditions and you should be fine. So I hope that's given you a nice little starting platform to get out there and chase a few game fish for yourself. It is prime time right now, so get your gear sorted and head out trolling. Believe me when I say there is no bigger adrenaline rush than to be trolling along and hear one of your reels start absolutely screaming. It is the best feeling in the world. Guys, if you'd like to check out any of the Fat Boy lures I used today, you can check them out on the United Tackle website. I'll post the link in the description below the video. If you did like or learn something from this video, make sure you give us a big thumbs up, leave us a comment below, and if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe because there's plenty more fishing action to come. In fact, every single Sunday there's a new video, so make sure you subscribe. Guys, thank you very much for tuning in, and I will catch you next time for another Sammy Hitzke fishing adventure. Cheers.